So some people don't seem to understand why certain tech items like smartphones and consoles are a lot more expensive here in South Africa versus our US counterparts in other parts of the world. But I'm here to put you on game and explain the reason. Hi, I'm Suleiman, the Casual Talk from the Casual Talk podcast. So let's break it down. So these items are manufactured by a handful of companies that are either based in like Japan or the US. So if you were to take an iPhone, for instance, the pricing for a Pro Max, for instance, would go for $1,200. And then that's the pricing set for the US, right? So when you convert that into our currency directly, you're looking at around 26,000 Rand. But when the item arrives landed and at a retail shop or a cell phone provider, the cash price for some of these items are upwards of 35 to 40,000 Rand. And you might be asking yourself, but why is that? So when the items come from China, right, there's a factory in China called Foxconn, and they manufacture iPhones. So these items are then imported. There is an import duty put on it before it lands in South Africa. Then those items that are imported from China go to a distributor. Now locally we have a distributor called Core Group, which has the sole mandate, or up until recently had the sole mandate, to distribute Apple products to local resellers. So there's a difference between resellers and distributors. So distributors are the ones that get the items directly from the manufacturer, and resellers get it from the distributor to sell to the general public, right? So the distributor locally will determine the pricing, and then they will sell it to a reseller to sell to us. And then once the reseller has that item in their possession, they then need to put a markup on top of it to make profit on what they sell. So in essence, these resellers are only really making about between 1,000 to 3,000 Rand per unit sold. Not a lot of money. But now you can kind of see why the pricing goes from 25,000 up to 35,000, because there are all these additional taxes and markups put on the devices, right? So that's why you are paying a little bit more, or a lot more, for an iPhone in South Africa. I hope that answers your question. Make sure to follow for more of these breakdowns and more tech tips.